There's a story right now happening right now within the NFL that also I think is going to be worth talking about potentially on the after show, since there's been a lot of coincidences that have been happening.
You see this story? I guess it just happened 20 minutes ago.
I'm reading the chat room, and then people in the chat room are talking about it.
Damar Hamlin collapsed on the field in a game. The game was suspended. So first, the dude was tackled. He doesn't hit his head or anything. He gets tackled and takes the fall to his left shoulder, stands up, he walks around for a few seconds, then just falls right back. They started doing CPR and giving him oxygen, and I guess they're suspending the game. I don't know what happened. Loaded into an ambulance. People were crying, and they're suspending the game. I've seen injuries in football games before. I've not heard of, maybe I'm just not a big football guy, of people crying and then the game being suspended. Did the dude die from being tackled like that?
That's what some people are saying in the chat room.
Let me just show you the video. It's not graphic or anything.
People in the chat room are saying that he did pass away.
Here, take a look at this video.
24. Did this just happen?
Yeah,
this just happened.
I didn't see that.
So all right, I'm gonna slow down. All right, this guy right here.
Yeah.
This guy right here. This is Damar. So here you go. He gets tackled. He's right here. Let me play it for you. Boom. Goes down onto his left shoulder. Stands right up.
Yeah.
Didn't hit his head or nothing, and then gone.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
He hit his head going down, but he's wearing a helmet. Look at that.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad.
Did not look bad at all. I bet I've fallen so much worse skating.
I was told by a doctor recently that if you are to get a COVID vaccine or a booster, that you should take like 6 weeks off. Well, he told me that so he was telling someone, I think I was watching a show, to take 6 weeks off.
What does that have to do with a football game?
To take 6 weeks off of strenuous labor. I don't know if he has been vaccinated or, it could be totally irrelevant. I don't know. But for someone, if they're not getting that instruction
unsure.
And they're getting like medical procedures or injections or things like that, and then they're just going full hard moving, I mean, that can be a toll on your cardio.
Well, Dr. Peter McCullough has, another doctor have different explanations to it and scientific understanding of it that's being questioned right now. Twitter is finally allowing us to have a platform where a lot of this science is actually being debated in an honest and open, real way. As we recently found out through the Twitter files, that of course the White House was manipulating scientific data, scientists, and the actual information because it was inconvenient for them and their larger political agenda.
These are the Fauci files that are supposed to be coming out.
No. These are the Twitter files that were released, and now the Fauci files are going to be
released. I'm saying the next step of this. We already know from Twitter files that got released that because of COVID specifically, the government was intervening, getting people suspended. Like Alex Berenson was a very big story. But the Fauci files are going to supposedly directly implicate Fauci himself.
You think he's going to go to prison?
No way. No,
even when we control the House?
Yeah, of course. Are you kidding? Oh, man. Sorry. Like, Kevin McCarthy, he's making all these promises. Marjorie Taylor Greene's backing him. They probably cut some kind of deal so she'd get back on committees if she supported him. There are people who are saying, when it comes to Kevin McCarthy as Speaker, take what you can get. My response is, nope, I'm not doing it. I don't care. I don't like Republicans. I don't like the Republican Party. I never did. Mm-hmm. Donald Trump was something different. I didn't even like Trump in 2016. But then I saw what he was doing. I liked at least what we got out of pulling troops out of the Middle East, getting our troops out of Syria, all that nonsense. No war in Ukraine, for instance. Mm-hmm. The economy was doing pretty well. And I was like, all right, I'll take it. Like there's a libertarian element that was able to piggyback Freedom Caucus people like DeSantis, off of what Trump was doing. I like that. I'll take it. But now I don't know what Trump's doing, but I'm not interested. I mean, it's really stupid. The things he's put up on Truth Social and stuff, whatever. I still think he's way better than anyone in the Republican establishment. But the idea that like someone who never liked the Republican Party, is going to in any way get behind someone like Kevin McCarthy, dude, never going to happen. Like, dude, the dude could be sitting here right in front of me. I'm going to be like, I don't care. Like,
Trump, McCarthy called for Trump to be impeached, to be kicked out of office.
Michael, let me see. Keep talking. But we have this from Michael Malice. On January 3rd, 2019, Democrats officially retook the House and elected Nancy Pelosi as Speaker. The Republicans nominated Kevin McCarthy as their candidate. The person who gave the nominating speech was Liz Cheney. Yeah, I'm not interested in any of that. So guys, if you're a Republican, Marjorie Taylor Greene, you're cheering for McCarthy, hey man, do your thing. Democrats cheer for Nancy Pelosi, they do their thing. Fine, whatever, I don't care.
Libertarian all the way?
I'm not going to get behind Kevin McCarthy.
You guys down with the Mises Caucus?
I like those guys.
Yeah, I like them a lot.
From 1 to 100, and 100 is Ron Paul, and 1 is Liz Cheney. Where do you see yourself on that political spectrum?
I mean, I'll just say that.
Give me a number.
Okay.
100 total freedom. Ron Paul. One Liz Cheney. I'm explaining it. No freedom. Total status. Neocon. Neocon is the 1. 100 is Ron Paul. Where are you on that spectrum?
I'll say like 75.
Okay.
What are you,
Is that
Luke?
fair?
Interesting.
He's 100.
I'm 100.
Really? He's Ron Paul.
I'm so glad you're here. I'm at 88.
But come on,
what
come
are
on,
you, Tim?
Liz.
I was even critical of like
Cheney.
Ron Paul when Ron Paul was running. So I'm critical of everybody.
Ron Total Freedom Paul. I like how you give him that.
Yeah, like I don't want to. I don't want to say 100 because it's too absolute. But I don't want to be even 1 degree closer to Liz Cheney. You know what I mean?
Well, that's technically
Now I'm
where you
starting to
are. So let me know in the
Now I'm
comment
regretting my
section.
number.
Where do you stand in the comment section? 100 to 1. Let me know your number. I love the chat room. You guys are awesome, and it's great being a part of these
Look at all these
conversations.
99.5. You can't do that.
99.5.
A lot of 69s.
Like,
Are you? Sorry, no. You said that Trump would be. Trump is the best one. So are you Trump or DeSantis? Or,
well, I don't know if Trump is the best one.
I mean, so from the Republican Party.
He's better than the establishment Republicans. DeSantis is, I think, at this point, I don't even know what Trump's doing. I'd say DeSantis over Trump.
DeSantis over Trump.
Yeah, in like February and April, I was saying, I don't know, DeSantis he's got the tact, he's younger, but I don't know if he has the aggression. Trump.
Look at the way he's taking on all of the wokeness in Florida.
I know.
I mean, I'm not advocating. I'm not.
What about you,
advocating for
Trump or
either.
DeSantis?
I'm not answering that.
Oh, come on.
Here's the thing: is that, and I did an interview the other day, and they tried getting me to give an answer, and I don't owe allegiance to any politician. They work for us. I'll watch DeSantis campaign. I'll watch Trump campaign, and then I'll make a decision.
Yeah, true that.
You think you'll
Yeah,
vote
yeah,
Republican
that's a good
for
point.
sure? Do you just kind of go with whoever?
No,
candidate?
Republican all the way for sure.
Have you always been a Republican?
Yeah.
So what do you think about McCarthy as Speaker? Not fun?
I mean, I wish there were other options. I don't think he'd be my first choice, but I think that just the fact that that it will be a Republican speaker is going to be good regardless. But no, he would not be my first choice.
What do you think? Of
He
Tulsi?
wouldn't be my 8th choice. He wouldn't be my. He wouldn't be my 100th.
But look,
choice.
this is what we have, so we have to work with it. I think.
I get that, but I don't have to work with it.
No, you don't. But
Like my view is, look, I didn't vote for Trump against Hillary, despite knowing that Hillary Clinton is evil, and Trump was just crazy. Like I don't mean crazy like insane. I mean he was like
chaos.
More chaotic is probably the way I would describe it. He was more chaotic. He was more arrogant and these things. I didn't think he had the decorum. And that's just me. I understand people thought his attitude is exactly what the White House needed. Then I saw what he was doing, and I was like, okay, yeah, this deserves a second term. Like, this is good stuff. It's not perfect or anything. So I don't like the lesser of two evils vote. When it came to Biden versus Trump, I was like, Trump did things I really liked. He set timetables for getting out of the Middle East. He got us out of Syria. He did those things. There's a lot of complicated stuff there, but the North Korea peace deals, Abraham Accords, all these things I thought were very good. And then I look at Joe Biden and I'm like, he's crooked as they come. This is a no-brainer,
He also can't get a sentence out. I mean, he has dementia, so.
But now looking at what the Republican establishment has always had to offer, there's a reason why I've never voted for them until now. Because they're a garbage party.
Yeah.
And like the funny thing is when you look at the polling, Democrats mostly like Democrats. Democrat voters mostly like Democrat politicians. Republican voters don't even like Republican politicians. Yeah. I think Republicans tend to be people who know politics but are begrudgingly voting for the best thing they can get.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, well, do your thing. Like, I like Marjorie Taylor Greene a lot. And she's supporting Kevin McCarthy, and I'm like, oh, go for it, by all means. Like that's your thing.
I'm surprised at that.
I'm not a part of the Republican Party. I don't like Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham, or Kevin McCarthy. I'm not going to support that. If they win or if McCarthy wins, I see very little difference between him and Nancy Pelosi. I get it. Pelosi's very, very bad, but I'm like, establishment. Like I don't know. Like when Donald Trump gets elected in 2016. From 2017 until 2019, the establishment Republicans worked against him. Establishment Republicans were the ones who helped change the voting rules to make sure he lost. There's no way I'm getting behind someone like Kevin McCarthy. It's just not going to happen. And then Matt Gaetz, I think, is saying Jim Jordan, and I'm like, I don't even care about that. Like Matt Gaetz, maybe. Donald Trump for speaker, sure. I don't even know who I would support, but it's not going to be any of these guys. And not like it matters. I'm not in Congress. I'm not going to be voting anyway. So If look, I get it. If Kevin McCarthy wins, it's better than Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
But part of me really wants to see him lose because it would be the funniest thing ever after this apocalyptic performance in the midterms relative to what people wanted it to be. Ronna McDaniel still getting support after all these failures. I think they need to lose. I think Republicans need to lose the speakership when they have the majority just because of how
Dysfunctional they are.
well, look, there's a coalition of moderate individuals who are voting Republican right now because of the stuff, for instance, you highlight. But I'm not going to get behind Kevin McCarthy because the creepos are doing weird children sex shows or anything like that. Like you are not getting me to vote Republican because of the culture war. If I'm concerned about these issues, I like DeSantis. DeSantis is actually effective. So someone like him as speaker, I like it. He is surrounding himself with establishment people, though, so we'll see. Thanks for watching this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. Hang out with us live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. and become a member over at timcast.com for uncensored, members-only shows exclusive. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.